Hi, this is Alexandra Spinudis here, and I am going to name my top picks to win the Australian Open in 2013. If you don't already know, the Australian Open is held every January in Australia, obviously, and it's one of the 4 Grand Slams in tennis. The top contenders this year, I think, will be Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic. Federer just came from #1 player for 300 weeks in a row, but Djokovic stole the spot a few weeks ago. So they've been battling out since Nadal's been out for injury. He's been out of the running for 6 months. Djokovic won the last 2 Australian Opens and in total has won 3. And Federer has won 4 total Australian Opens, and the last one being in 2010. So they will definitely be battling for this year's Australian Open. Since Nadal has been out on injury, I don't think that he will win the Australian Open, but I think he can still make a good impression. But one other player, that's my favorite, would be Juan Martín del Potro. He won the US Open in 2009, but has dropped in 2011 to 485th, but jumped back this year to gain #7 in the world. So because he's had a huge comeback, I think he's really hopeful to win the Australian Open in 2013. And plus, the US Open is on hard courts, so he has an advantage since Australian Open is also played on hard courts. As for the women, they're always struggling in the rankings. There's no big rivals, so it's always who's on top. Currently, Victoria Azarenka is ranked #1 in women's, but I think Maria Sharapova could take the spot because she's had a very good year. She just won the French Open, and she came as runner-up in the last Australian Open against Azarenka. So they could be the top rivals right now. And then there's always Serena Williams. She's a strong opponent, but she's very unpredictable, just like the women's rankings. So you never know if she'll get out in the first round or she may win. But other than that, those are my top picks, and I hope we have a strong and exciting 2013 Australian Open this year. Thanks, guys.